Hello everyone and welcome back to Black Moon Coven. So today's video we're going to be talking about some basic baneful herbs. So in a video previous to this one I showed you the world of herbs and how you can use them in your practice, and today we're going to be talking about some of the more baneful magic, some of the more baneful herbs that you can use for your darker, baneful, more maleficent type of magic. So this video is actually inspired by a podcast that I was so grateful to be a guest on, the BITCHY Witches, and I will link them down in the description below. Give them a listen, give them all the love and support that they need. They really talk the truth about witchcraft, and it's such a breath of fresh air considered from the other podcasts. It's not boring, it's lighthearted, it's awesome. It's like you're sitting in a room full of your friends. It's such a great little podcast. Now, the episode that I am actually going to be on is all about baneful magic working, and it's going to be up on Sunday. So I'm going to link them down in the description below so you could give them a listen and you could listen to the episode that I was so grateful to be on. So onto some baneful magical herbs. First thing that I have to talk about is the double side of correspondences. So there are many different correspondences to herbs. I'm a big animist, and I believe that herbs have a spirit. And with that spirit, there's a good and a bad side, just like humans. So, for example, lavender. Lavender can cause really great dreams. It can cause calmness, just a peace of mind. But on the flip side, it could cause distress. It could cause nightmares. It could cause anxiety. So it really depends on how you use it. Same with roses, for example. You could use it to draw in love and lust and passion and romance. And on the flip side, you could use it for heartbreak, and you could use it for sadness and just breaking up couples and things like that. So you really want to reflect the outcome that you want with the herbs that you are going to be pairing together. For example, if you want to give someone nightmares, you would mix up lavender, chamomile, bay leaves, some of the more dreamlike herbs, maybe burn them down to a cinder to really reflect that dark nightmare that you want to happen. A hotfoot powder. So you're going to mix up some different peppers and some garlic powder and some black pepper to really give it that hot, anxiety, anxious type of feeling. So you really want the herbs to reflect the outcome of what you want to do. So some very basic baneful herbs. I'm going to just list off a very, very short list. Most of these herbs you can find in your pantry right now, or you could go to the grocery store and find them. These are really great herbs just to have on hand in case you do need to do a hex or a curse or some other type of baneful working. These herbs will do plenty, and you don't have to go out to the store to get some crazy root or some crazy herb you've never heard of. So tobacco. Tobacco, in the eyes of baneful magic, is like the clear quartz of the herbal baneful world. Just like rosemary is the clear quartz of the herbal world, where you could substitute it for basically anything, tobacco is the same way in baneful magic. You could use it to substitute whatever herb you are missing. Now, of course, you have to be of legal age to buy tobacco, so those who are underneath, you don't have to use tobacco. You could use rosemary. But if you can use tobacco, you should, because it's a really great herb to use in your magic. Mustard seeds. Now, mustard seeds, yellow are going to be the ones that you will find everywhere in the stores. They're the most common. However, black is always better, especially with cursing and hexing and things like that. Black mustard seeds, awesome. Yellow mustard seeds will totally do good as well. They cause confusion and fighting amongst enemies and stuff like that, conflict. So you want that mustard seeds. Basically, a good rule of thumb is anything with a hot, spicy type of correspondences will cause anxiety and heat and fighting and just being short-tempered or hot-tempered. So it'll kind of cause that. Cayenne pepper is great for banishing, weakening your enemy, to heat your target, so really make them hot, really make them anxious, really make them short-tempered, that sort of thing. Lemons or lime, very good for souring or ruining someone's day or ruining someone's effect in their life. It's really good for banishing as well, and cleansing too. A lot of baneful magic is seen as evil, but sometimes you just need those people to step away from you. Banishing and cleansing also do really well in baneful magic workings. So lemon and lime. very good for souring up someone's attitude, someone's relationship, someone's life, someone's financial matters, whatever you want to do. Onions are very good for distress, making someone cry, anxiety. So what I like to do is leave an onion on the counter, make sure it gets really ripe and gross and almost like it's starting to smell. Then put it in your poppet or use it in your magical workings. If you want to just use onion skins or the actual flesh of the onion, either way, it's going to give off a really potent smell and a really potent effect. Black pepper, one of my favorite herbs for baneful working is black pepper. I use black pepper powder, black pepper corns. It's just a really great spice to have. It causes trouble, misfortune, and choking the enemy. So if you have a gossiper for an enemy or someone at your workspace or someone at your school, get a little piece of petition paper, submerge it with black pepper. It'll make them choke on their words. It'll make them cough and sneeze and just give them a little irritant. Parsley. Parsley is a great herb, and I think we discussed it a little bit in the other herb video. But parsley is the herb of the underworld. It's really great for spiritual working, but it's also great for cursing. So it causes darkness and weakness to your enemy. It also causes great nightmares. So if you do want to do a nightmare type of curse, parsley is really great. Fresh, dried, powdered, whatever the case is. Garlic. Garlic provides a nice banishment, a nice warding, a nice get the hell away from me type of attitude. And it's great for cutting ties as well. So if you have to separate yourself from someone or separate a couple, for example, garlic powder or garlic is really, really great in that. Vinegar. So that's the last on my list, but vinegar is not really an herbal component, but it's a really great component to have, and I bet you have it in your fridge, in your pantry. So vinegar is great for stalling, causing obstacles, or pickling your curse. So if you have a curse jar, and for example, you put your lemon in there with your petition paper or your poppet or whatever the case may be, and you're looking for a liquid to submerge everything, choose vinegar. Vinegar is great. It provides a great pickling process. So the more you shake it, the more you leave it on your counter, it will react with the herbs and everything inside. Make sure that you tie it on loosely and not too tight so you don't risk the jar of exploding. But vinegar is really great for pickling your curse and making it almost stronger. So that is my little list of Baneful Magic Herbs 101. In the video next, we're going to be doing some hot foot powder that's very, very simple. So go check that out on my channel as well. You know, tell me if you liked these herbal videos. Do you want to do more herbal videos? Do you want to do more in the way of baneful workings? Because I have a ton of that stuff. So basically, tell me what you like and put it down in the comments below. Hopefully everyone liked this video. Join the coven if you haven't done so already. Follow me on all my social media below. Check out that podcast, BITCHY Witches, it's called. You could find it on Anchor, Spotify, even on the aminos. So definitely go check that out. Join the aminos that I am in, which I will link those down below as well. And other than that, have a beautiful rest of your day.